Hello everyone, I'm Diego, and today you're going to see the all-new sequel known as Geronimo Stilton Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Now, this is the sequel that took place after Transformers, inspired by the Michael Bay film, featuring the characters that we've known, like the heroic Autobot leader Optimus Prime, and the return of the evil Decepticon leader Megatron. In their ultimate battle for another source of energon known as the Great Matrix of Leadership. Plus, this new sequel will feature not just Geronimo Stilton and his friends, but also his sister Thea and a group of 5 students from Mouseford Academy known as the Thea Sisters. So, here's a presentation of all the characters that I've drawn. Take a look.
This is Optimus Prime, portrayed by Geronimo Stilton. His alternate mode for the 2009 sequel is a 1992 Peterbilt 379. His weapon systems are energon swords, ion cannons, and hooks. This is jet-powered Optimus Prime. He's good as new because of all the parts donated by Jetfire and Joy, in a desperate attempt to save Earth from the Fallen and Megatron. This is Bumblebee. He's Optimus's trusted friend. In this movie, his alternate mode is a 2009 Chevrolet Camaro concept car. His weapon systems are a plasma cannon on the right hand and shoulder missiles. This new Camaro concept car has more details and looks different from the original concept car. Plus, he has a black bow tie with red strokes. His voice capacitor was recovered in the first movie, but it still needs attention in this sequel, and he found a new way to talk by using the radio. This is Ironhide, the Autobot weapons combat and specialist, portrayed by Bruce Hyena. His alternate mode for the sequel is a GMC Top Kick. His weapon systems are 2 cannons on each arm. This is Ratchet, portrayed by Bruce Hyena. Ratchet's alternate mode in the sequel is a Hummer H2 that is customized into an ambulance. His weapon systems are a Gatling pistol and a saw blade. This is Sideswipe, the new Autobot portrayed by Wild Willie. Sideswipe is a Chevrolet Corvette concept car. For the sequel, his weapon systems are 2 guns, blasters on his back, and 2 swords. He's like a ninja. Unlike us and other Autobots who walk on their feet, Sideswipe uses his wheels to move. This is Jolt, portrayed by Dewey Von Volt. His alternate mode for the sequel is a 2009 Chevrolet Volt. His weapon systems are hands that have blades and like harpoons that contain electricity. These are the twins, portrayed by Hercule Poirot. The twins are the new Autobots for the sequel. Their alternate mode is an ice cream truck. The twins have specific names: Skids and Mudflap. Skids on the left is a Chevrolet Beat concept car. His weapon system is a harpoon. Mudflap on the right is a Chevrolet Trax concept car, and his weapon system is a blaster. This is Arcee, who is portrayed by Petunia Prettypaws. Her alternate mode for the sequel is a Ducati 848. Her weapon system is a gun. This is Chromia, who is portrayed by Thea, Geronimo's sister. Her alternate mode in the movie is a Suzuki B King. Her weapon systems are a gun. She is also blue and very agile, just like the other Falcons. This is Elita 1, who is portrayed by Quipella von Kackelfer. Elita 1 is an MV Augusta F4. For the sequel, her weapon systems are blades and a dagger that is like a sword. Now this is Wheelie, portrayed by Nick Nobody from Cyber Thief Showdown. In the early 80s and the movie, Wheelie was an Autobot, but in the live-action sequel, he started out as a Decepticon, but became an Autobot when he decides to join Sam and the others. Wheelie's alternate mode for the new sequel and movie is a remote control monster truck. Here's another Decepticon who became an Autobot, and his name is Jetfire, portrayed by Crunchrat. Jetfire's alternate mode in this movie is an SR-71 Blackbird. His weapon systems is only a cane that works like an axe. In the end of the movie, Jetfire gave his life away to save Optimus Prime and have him all fixed up to save the Matrix and Earth. But he did his best he could to join the fight against the Decepticons. Long ago, during the Age of Man, a group of Autobots known as the Dynasty of Primes lived peacefully until the Fallen, who was one of them, betrayed them. So the 6 Primes had to do what is really necessary to defend the Matrix from the Fallen by simply banishing him into space. Here are the 6 Primes that have made the ultimate sacrifice. This is an unknown Prime, and this is number 1, who is portrayed by William Shortpaws, Geronimo Stilton's grandfather. Now for the rest of his 5 brothers, even him, their weapon is a staff. And the 5 Primes, I'll tell you the rest of them. This is an unknown Prime, and this is Unknown Prime number 2, portrayed by Mayor Fuzzypaws of New Mouse City. This is Unknown Prime number 3, portrayed by William Shortpaws. He was the one who told Sam on why he fought for Optimus with courage and self-sacrifice, and tells him that Sam has earned the matrix of leadership. This is Unknown Prime number 4, portrayed by Samuel S. Stingy Snout. This is Unknown Prime number 5, portrayed by Mayor Fuzzypaws. And this is Unknown Prime number 6, portrayed by William Shortpaws. This is Megatron, who is portrayed by Mr. Mystery. Megatron is the Decepticon leader, and he became the Fallen's apprentice. Megatron in the sequel is a Cybertronian tank that has wings to fly. He has the parts from Scrapper, and he's all rusty because he was in the abyss for a long time. This is Starscream, the Decepticon Air Commander and Megatron's second-in-command, portrayed by Sleazer. Starscream is an F-22 Raptor. He also has symbols and a lot of detail all over him. They do resemble tattoos. His weapon systems are missiles, a Gatling gun, and a saw blade, which is a very dangerous weapon. This is Sideways, portrayed by Sleazer. Sideways in the sequel is an Audi R8. He has no weapon systems, but he has the ability to escape and jump. Sideways was killed by Sideswipe during a hunt in Shanghai. This is Soundwave, the Decepticon communication officer portrayed by Crunchrat. Soundwave is very loyal to Megatron. His alternate mode for the sequel is a Cybertronian satellite. He has no weapon systems, but he has microcassette soldiers. Soundwave can also hear what is going on. This is Ravage, portrayed by Catardone III. Ravage is a Decepticon microcassette soldier of Soundwave. Ravage has 2 guns on his rear legs. Ravage is also a very bad kitty. This is Scapel, portrayed by Dr. Wicked Whiskers. His ultimate mode is a microscope. He's Ravage's minion, and he's also like a doctor. His weapon systems are claws that can form a saw blade. He's very feisty, but very dangerous like Frenzy. This is Alice the Pretender, portrayed by the Shadow, Sally Ratmausen's cousin. Alice has the ability to disguise as a person, like a woman. Her weapon system is a tail. She also has a long tongue that can grasp onto an opponent or victim. Her weapon systems also include blasters on her hands. This is Grinder, portrayed by Crunchrat. His ultimate mode is a Super Stallion CH-53E helicopter. His weapon systems are a Gatling gun and the propeller. Like Soundwave, still loyal, but he is a little rusty because he was in the water for a long time. This is a blender bot portrayed by Crunchrat. Crunchrat's blender bot is a blender. This design looks weird because of that weapon system. That doesn't matter. It's okay. This is a stand mixer bot portrayed by Sleazer. Its ultimate mode is a Cuisinart stand mixer. The weapon systems are a gun and beater. This is a Cisco AerialNet bot, portrayed by Sleazer. Its alternate mode is a Cisco AerialNet. The weapon systems are guns that resemble a scorpion, but there are two. It crawls like a spider. This is a Dyson vacuum cleaner bot portrayed by Sleazer. The weapon system is a Gatling gun, and the alternate mode is a Dyson vacuum cleaner. This is an ejector portrayed by Crunchwrap. His alternate mode is a toaster. His weapon is a set of nunchucks. This is a Cappuccino bot portrayed by Sleazer. It has no weapon system, but the alternate mode is a Nespresso Cappuccino machine. This is a microwave bot portrayed by Sleazer. It has no weapon systems, but it can attack. This is a garbage disposal bot. Its alternate mode is a garbage disposal machine. The weapon system is a small gun on the chin because of its mouth that is wide open. And it also has a tail that resembles a club. And it also has spikes. It's a very dangerous appliance bot. This is a waffle iron bot. We didn't see its robot mode, but we can see the alternate mode. These are Microcons, or small Decepticons. The Microcons appeared out of Ravage's mouth in a desperate attempt to steal the fragment of the Allspark. Together, the Microcons create Reedman, a small but dangerous Decepticon. Soundwave's small microcassette soldier. It looks 2D and stole the fragment of the Allspark. This is an Insecticon that resembles a fly. It appeared during the assault on Egypt, but it got killed by Sam. The only way Sam killed the Insecticon was by ripping out the head. Now these are Scaphold assistants. The two on the right are like birds, and the one on the left is like an alien with tentacles that steal memory from a person. The Constructicons are a group of Decepticons that are part of Construction. Their leader is Scrapper, a caterpillar bulldozer. Here is a list of the Constructicons that we see in the movie. This is Scrapper, the leader of the Constructicons. Scrapper is a caterpillar shovel and bulldozer. The weapon systems are the right hand that has a claw, and the left hand that forms a mace. This is Demolisher, the Constructicon that we see in the movie. Demolisher is a huge Constructicon that weighs about 40 by 74 feet. He has no weapon systems, but he can roll and smash anything in his path. The Constructicon on the left you see is Scavenger. Demolisher on the right was found in Shanghai, China, and is indeed killed by Optimus Prime. This is Mixmaster. Mixmaster is a Mack cement truck. The weapon system are blasters, and the pieces of the tank can act like shields. This is Rampage, who is a Caterpillar D10N. The weapon systems are 2 guns. Those tractions can act like nunchucks. And he also resembles a genie from Aladdin. These 2 Constructicons that are big are Long Haul and Payload. Their alternate mode is a Caterpillar 773B dump truck. Payload is yellow and Long Haul is green. Their weapon systems are 2 arms that have missile blasters. They may look like Ironhide, but they shoot missiles. They can also act like shields. This is Overload, who is a truck for construction. His weapon systems are claws that can be used to grab objects and crush them. This is Hightower. His alternate mode is actually a crane that moves around. This is Scrap Metal, who is a Volvo excavator. Now, as you can see, his 2 hands have claws that are weapons. And as you can see on his chest, there are 2 lights. This is Devastator, a Constructicon combiner. Devastator uses his mouth like a vacuum cleaner to suck up anything, including Autobots in this movie. He is huge and very dangerous. It also proved to be a huge challenge to create this Constructicon combiner. He is also portrayed by Crunchrat.